In this short video, I'm going to show you how to download and use my risk spreadsheets. I have three spreadsheets: 0.5% risk, 1% risk, and 2% risk. What I want you to do is in the PDF file that I'm going to be sending out to the webinar attendees, is I just want you to click on that link and it will open a spreadsheet. And I'm going to click on download file and I'll save as, and I'm going to go to my downloads folder. I have one there already, but I'm going to overwrite it, and I'm just going to go ahead and close this one, and I'm going to minimize this, and I have to find my downloads folder. Here it is right here. So I'll open this spreadsheet, the one I just downloaded, and I'm going to enable the editing. And now I'm going to point out some things about the spreadsheet. I'm going to get an arrow here and point out that the symbols here, and it's also here, these are two different types of setting up risk reward or position sizing. This is using the R method. You use a fixed stop based upon like a low pivot and so on, and then this is the 10-day ATR or average true range stop. And I'm risking, well, this is set up for 100,000, but I'm going to go back and change this to 50,000, and notice that it changed to 50,000 over here also. So I'll clear the screen of these arrows and point out some other things here. What I want to do is I want to use the tool, the position sizing tool, or that's what I call it in HGSi. I want to use it to locate the price and the high and the low and so on. And I'm going to do that just by looking at a chart or bringing up a chart. And the chart that I've brought up, I just ran this, and I'm doing this on the 25th of May 2023. The market, the techs are very strong, but the rest of the market is not strong. But this stock came up, and the reason I like this is because there's a low volume test and a confirmation of this test today, and this is a low pivot, and you can see that it's taken out this high right here, so it's at a buy point right now. Now I want a chart with a little more screen space, so I'm just going to go up here to this stock right here, and then the tool is up here, the annotation tool. I want to make sure it's on 1R. I'm going to use the red color, and I'm going to get as close to the low as I can, and it's already at the buy point, a little beyond the buy point right here. If these lines are too thick, I can click on this, and you can see how the lines are no longer as thick, so I can position this a little bit better. So if on this inexpensive stock, if I use this as my stop and this is my buy point, I'm going to be risking 8.73%. That's more than I like to risk, but I'm just going to use this as an example. So I'll put that right there, and then I want to bring that spreadsheet back up as soon as I locate it. And let's put some numbers in here. I'm going to use 2023 as the low, and the high I'm going to use 2211. And this tells me that I can buy, if I'm risking $250 out of my $50,000 capital, I can only buy 128.87 shares. So I'm going to say I'll buy 125. Now you see, if I were to buy 180, this number tells me I would be risking 349.20. But I don't want to risk that. I want to risk 250 or less. So I'm just going to say 125, and now you can see that it's at 242.50. So here, my buy point would be 22.13, or a couple of cents above where it currently is, and my stop would be the low below the pivot minus 4 cents. And I can go ahead and put an order in for 125 shares. Now, if I want to use the average true range, I'm going to change to a different chart here. This is a weekly chart here, but down here in folder number 10, I have position size charts. I'll click on number 1 here. Now, I could have position size off this chart. In fact, I should have. Use my tool on it, but that's fine. I've already got that information in. Now I can see what's happening today. What I need to do to use the average true range, I need to put this information in. I need the highs already in that I'm going to use. I have to use yesterday's closing price. So the last close was 21.17. And the 10-day average true range is 1.268. And what I am able to buy here is I can buy 110 compared to 125 because of the average true range. So if I put that number in here, 110, this will change from 170.10 to 249.48. So I'm risking 250, but my stop is in a different place. So I would buy at 22.13, but my stop is now 19.86 compared to 2019. Now these other numbers over here are if you want to probe, if you don't want a full position. You want to buy 20%, 20%, 20%, and then 40%. You start with 25 shares. Now this number is based upon this over here, not on the ATR. So it's taking this 125 shares and breaking it down, and your stops move up with each additional purchase. I just put that in there because some people like to probe. Now, I'm doing long side only here. Now I have to change the symbol. I didn't change the symbol. What is my symbol here? INTT. Make sure my caps are on. And the reason I want this is I have to know when I review this in the future what the symbol was. Now, here's other information you can fill in or not. I use a different spreadsheet for all of this information, but it's all right here if you want to. If you want to fill this out, here's the fill price. That goes in right here, but let's say sell it at $25 down the road. Here's your gain and loss and the percentage gain loss if you're on margins. So, and here would be the gain or loss right here. You could do the same thing over here. Now, most of us are long side traders. If that's the case, you want to get rid of this short side. Just highlight this, select delete, shift the cells up, and then you can just have long trades on here. Now I'm going to save this. And if you use one drive, you can just save automatically. I do, but a lot of people I don't think have OneDrive. And I'm going to highlight this, do a Control-C, Control-V, and I'm ready for the next stock. So I have a record of my purchase and position sizing here, and then I can move down to another stock if I'm interested and put that information in. I'm not going to do that. I think this is all you need to know, but you do have the option of any of these spreadsheets, 0.5%, 1%, or 2%, and of course you can change your capital amount. That's it for this video, and I hope you find using this position sizing spreadsheet and tool in the software very helpful.